Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis and Collectible Chris, and we're here to finish the NL awards. Who we think will be the awards for the next for the uh, first half, and we got for you want to go ahead and start for MVP.
Do you want to go backwards like we did with the AL?
That's fine. We can do that.
Okay, so comeback player award at number three, I got Luke Voigt, who was traded to the Nationals. He'll finally get to play every day. He was solid in San Diego. He went a little bit in a cold spill before the All Star break, but since he'll be in Washington from the trade, it should give him plenty of time to see the ball more and also hit. Second, I got Ronald Acuna with the Braves. Unbelievable comeback. He doesn't have the power like what everyone says he should, but he's hitting for contact and stealing bases the way he's supposed to. And at number one, I got Brandon Drury with Cincinnati. Just an unbelievable year for him, especially being traded to so many teams, and was almost trade bait before the deadline too. But thank goodness Cincinnati still has him. Oh, where did he go?
San Diego.
Drury went to San Diego too. Oh
Yeah.
shit. He's gonna kill in San Diego. I mean, he already has 5 home runs alone this season alone in San Diego. So I mean, Brennan will still be comeback player of the year since he went to San Diego for me.
Okay, three I have Drury. Two I have Gavin Lux, and then one I have Alec Baum from Philly. Okay, any of those three could win it, but right now I have Alec from Philadelphia. You want okay?
Going off to the managers at number three, I got Dave Roberts with the Dodgers. Roberts always has a great lineup around him. Two, I got Greg Council with Milwaukee. Just a great bounce back year for him, and is second in the NL Central. And number one, Buck Showalter with the Mets. Just he's doing what Buck does, getting a team together to make a championship run.
Okay, number three I have Marmol, and then at two I have Dave Roberts, and one I have Showalter. I mean, Buck's the easy choice here. Um, as long as the Mets keep doing what they're doing, I don't see him not winning it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Number three, third award, Cy Young. Number three, I got Sandy Alcantara from Miami. Has the ERA, has the strikeouts, just doesn't get enough run support. Still has a 10-4 record. Number two, I got Carlos Carrasco with the Mets, who is just having an unbelievable year. They lost Serger, DeGrom's finally back, but Carrasco has definitely held the bullpen. Number one, I got Kyle Wright with Atlanta. Just has better production. The only thing that's killing him compared to Fried has got to be ERA, but Wright has been able to have that run support.
Okay, for Cy Young, I have Corbin Burns at three. I got Kyle Wright at two, and then I got Tony Gonsolin at one.
Okay.
So, any of those three guys, even Strider could be in that conversation. Rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year, number three, I got Spencer Strider. Just unbelievable with what he's doing with his rookie year, especially in the NL East. Number two, I got the shortstop from Pittsburgh, Diego Castillo. And number one, I got Michael Harris. Harris is just the 5-tool player that everyone should be in awe about. Even though he's in Atlanta, I think a lot of people can agree that he's been like a show stopper when it comes to baseball right now.
Well, three, I have C.J. Abrams for the now Nationals. He'll start getting some playing time soon. Strider, you got number two, and then O'Neal Cruz from Pittsburgh, I got number one.
Okay.
And then you got your MVP.
MVP, number three, I got CJ Cron with Colorado. Just unbelievable with his hits. He has more production than Betts, more production than Machado. The only thing that gets him is above a subpar 280 batting average, but still pretty good being in the West. Number two, I got Pete Alonso with the Mets. Yes, he's got the home runs. Yes, he has the RBIs. But my number one guy is O'Reilly because he has the batting average. He is more patient, less strikeouts. So a better walk to strikeout ratio than Alonso. Alonso, you can go wrong with him. He will probably win the MVP, but as of right now, with numbers and production and also patience, I'm going with Riley as MVP.
Okay, right now, the MVP race for me is I got three Alonso, two Goldsmith, and one Machado. The Padres wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't Machado carrying them without Tatis. And now that he's got some help with Bell and Soto, he should be killing the ball now.
Also with Brendan Drury being with the
Yeah.
team too, and that's there got to be a home run hitting team. That's for sure.
Yep. All righty. Um, Next, we'll talk about the trades a little bit. Probably the best trade I thought was probably the Padres and the Nationals. Nationals got a lot back in prospects and got some a couple of everyday players, and of course San Diego got Josh Bell and Soto in it, so it was a win-win for both teams.
And San Diego also got Josh Hader from Milwaukee, and that was still a good idea. Hader didn't have a really good save opportunities with Milwaukee this season. The only thing I'm worried about is his confidence. He only has 26 saves out of this year. He usually averages about 31 right before the All-Star break, and he has, if I remember correctly, 8 blown saves this year. But Hader is still a shutdown closing pitcher, which is going to be good for the Padres. And I agree, the Padres and Nationals trade is unbelievable. The drama with Hosmer is unfortunate. At least Hosmer is now with Boston, which I think it will actually be better for him. Maybe his home runs will go up, especially with that short porch. But Abrams should be called up soon, so he can have some playing time. That way he can just go ahead and start hitting it. I think Voit will be again back into it since he's with Washington and will play every day. So that's true. I think the biggest winner though out of the whole trade deadline, especially after the performance by the player back on Friday. Let me give everyone the date just in case y'all want to check out the highlights. Back on August 5th. Of this year, Trey Mancini being traded to Houston. I think Houston had a bomber of a deal with Mancini, and honestly, his production is already showing. He's already hit 3 home runs, and on Friday he hit 2 home runs, one being a grand slam against the Guardians. Mancini, I think, is comfortable with Houston. I'm sad that he's with Houston. I honestly thought the Yankees were going to go for him, but they got Benintendi, which is not bad defensively. But Mancini being with Houston is the best fit. Another good fit is Peralta from Arizona to the Rays. I think that's got to be good for Peralta being the defensive player he is. Arizona lost a good player, though, which I'm sad, but they get a prospect for him. But Mancini is by far the biggest reward out of the trade deadline in my eyes.
Okay, and right now, yeah, I think Trey definitely got well. I think the Braves did well with their trade with Jake Orndini and Grossman and Rafael Iglesias from the Angels. Now we're going to go into. We just had the Baseball Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago. Of course, David Ortiz went in as the head guy, the only guy that the BBWAA voted in. Of course, there were some others for the Veterans Committee with Cott, Minoso, Buck O'Neill, to name a few. There were 7 altogether, and made it 8 people. Next year's voting is going to be a little interesting. To say, I'm just going to go through the names real quick. I'll go through all the people that are coming back for the voting. Scott Rowland, who last year had 63.2% of the vote. Todd Helton's on his fifth, 52. Wagner had 51%. He's on his eighth. Andrew Jones had 41.4. He's on his sixth. Sheffield's on his ninth this year at 40.6. Alex Rodriguez had 34.3% of the vote. He was on his second. Jeff Kent is now going to be on his last year, his 10th year at 32.7. Manny Ramirez, 7th at 28.9. Omar Vizquel, 23.9. This is 6th. Andy Pettit, 5th, 10.7% last year. Jimmy Rollins will be on his second time, 9.4. Bobby Brady, fourth time, 8.6. Mark Burley will be on his third at 5.8. And Torrey Hunter will be on his third at 5.3. First timers are going to be Carlos Beltran, John Lackey, Jared Weaver, Jacoby Ellsbury, Matt Cain, Johnny Peralta, Jason Worth, J.J. Harding, Mike Napoli, Aaron Hill, Bronson Arroyo, R.A. Dickey, Eric Iber, Carlos Ruiz, Urbano Jimenez, Francisco Rodriguez, and then you got Andre Ethier, Stephen Drew, Joaquin Benoit, Hudson Street, Adam Lynn, Joe Blanton, Jonathan Broxton, Glenn Perkins, Chad Quallis, and Jason Grilly will be also on there for the first time. So you got you got 25 new people on the list, so that's not bad. Of course, some people will definitely fall off because they're not going to get 5% of the vote. I mean, from this list, I could easily vote for 10 guys, I think.
I mean, everyone can vote on anybody. Surefire Hall of Famers in my eyes is Beltran.
Oh yeah,
Beltran is a surefire Hall of Famer. Is he first ballot? Probably not. He should be, but I think everyone has got to be competing for the votes, especially Gary Sheffield, A-Rod, Manny, and Pettit. Especially people still going through the steroid era debate. But I think Helton should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Everyone argues about him being in Colorado, and it's a hitter's ballpark. It does not matter. Wherever you hit, you're supposed to produce. I mean, shoot, people in San Francisco has that right field, and yet there's Hall of Famers there too. So I don't see the argument there. So it doesn't matter which ballpark you shoot. Boston at Fenway, it's a short field, and yeah, there's Hall of Famers. Ortiz is a Hall of Famer, and most of his career is due to being in Fenway. So, give me a better argument for Helton not being in the Hall of Fame. I think Andrew has got to fall off. Andrew was a great player. It's just that I don't think he had the numbers. Billy Wagner should be in the Hall just because of what he did as a closer. Personally, I want Weaver to be in the Hall of Famer. I thought he was a great pitcher, especially with the Angels in his career. But, RA is not going to get enough votes, especially since his career really started later in life. Francisco Rodriguez is not going to get votes. I liked Andre. It's just that he only had one good year, and that was it. But I like Napoli. Napoli was a great catcher and first baseman. Just won't get the votes. John Lackey might get a lot of votes considering the fact that he was a key production in some World Series. Hunter, I think, deserves a little bit more votes, especially as a defensive outfielder. If Ozzie Smith can make it into a Hall of Fame being a mainly defensive player with flash, Torrey Hunter should be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could vote for Rowland. I could vote for Helton. Jones, that's 3. Sheffield, 4. Omar, 5.
You probably vote
6.
Burley.
Yeah, I mean, Burley's going to be one of those iffy. I mean, I would vote Pettit ahead of Burley. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kent needs to be in there. That's 5, 6, 7. I could justify voting for Abreu. 8, 9 in Beltran, 10 in. I could vote for Jimmy Rollins easily. I mean, I could easily vote for A-Rod too. And Manny. But I think the steroid era is gonna just Manny probably more than A-Rod on the steroid thing. But yeah, that's definitely you're looking at the voting. It's just for the Hall of Fame. It's just
Which decade is the veteran committee voting for next year?
I'm gonna see if I can pull that list up right now.
Because we all know that the veteran committee has actually allowed a few Hall of Famers that were either well deserved or were borderline deserving, because Morris was voted in by the committee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Morris. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Morris
should have been in the Hall of Fame.
Everyone argued about his ERA though. That was the big thing. But of course, he was in the AL Central for most of his career. So
Let's see if I can find it on here.
but yeah, my 10 will be Helton, Wagner, Jones. I'll definitely do Sheffield.
Oh yeah, Jones.
I'll do Kent. I will definitely do Omar and Andy. I'll do Torrey. That's my 8th. Beltran for sure. I want to say Weaver for my 10th just because I liked him. But if we want to say like a pitcher that was deserving out of the new list, I would vote Matt Cain, honestly. Underrated Matt Cain.
Matt Cain was underrated. He definitely.
Shoot, Matt Cain was the sole reason other than Baumgartner for the World Series wins for San Fran. So, and Cain was also a hitting pitcher, and everyone forgot about that. I will give a vote to Cain as my 10th.
Yep. Let me see if I can find this real quick.
And to make sure that there's no silence on this part of the video, those of y'all that's been following, also paying attention to my TikTok, Collectible Chris, thank y'all for also following the Facebook group as well as the YouTube videos that my dad has been making. We all do appreciate it. I'm probably going to help out with the all-time list as well, because, Dad, you did the Braves, didn't you?
I'm gonna do the
Because I'll do Yankees for my all-time.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do every team.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yep. So, we'll talk about the Veterans Committee probably a little bit more next time
Oh, okay.
and stuff.
But one veteran you will definitely want in the Hall is going to be Dale Murphy.
And he'll be on the vote. So,
Okay, that's good. All right, so Murphy will be in the vote.
yeah, don't forget to follow Collectible Chris on his sites and also don't forget also Chris Ellis Card Guy on Facebook. And if you got anything?
No, not at this time, and we'll definitely be ready for some more content. So.
Yep. So everybody have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.